As a BBC journalist, it's my job to find the answers to sometimes quite controversial issues. And the plight of our British birds is one that is very close to my heart, has been for quite some time. Amazingly, I've still got one of my notebooks from when I was 11 years old, where I took these really detailed notes and maps, drew little pictures and stuff like that. I was really into it. I cared about where they lived, how they lived, and how long they lived. And as I've got older, that passion hasn't gone away. As often as I can, I'm out photographing them, and some of my favourites to capture, on film that is, are our birds of prey. They are just so charismatic. But over the years, they have faced a number of threats. Habitat loss is one factor, but the greatest threat is from persecution by human hand. In the UK, all birds of prey are protected by law, and killing them is illegal. But sadly, it's still happening all over the country. One of our most persecuted birds of prey is found here in Cumbria, the Hen Harrier. Sometimes called the Sky Dancer because of its amazing aerobatic display in spring. It's a critically endangered bird in the UK. Nesting pairs are so vulnerable that they're being watched over 24/7 by people like Howard Jones. He's a field officer for the RSPB's investigations team.
At this point in time, the birds would be courting each other, so there'll be a lot of interaction. A male will try and show that they are a really proficient hunter to a female by providing lots of food and being a good partner, and that's one of their key roles in the nesting process. Oh, there's a bird down.
Yes, yeah. There he is gliding.
Amazing.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Hardly has to flap his wings, he then just glides.
It's just such graceful flyers.
Very graceful. He's going up and up. That is thrilling to see that. This male is a juvenile, and he hasn't yet got his adult plumage. His markings are very similar to the female at this stage. See that kind of chuckling noise that we can sometimes hear? That's red grouse, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's lots of red grouse on this nature reserve.
Red grouse are wild birds and native to the UK. However, grouse moors manage their land to maximise numbers. They're regarded by many as the pinnacle of game birds because their speed and agility provide challenging shooting on driven grouse moors.
Driven grouse shooting is where they drive the grouse into the guns.
So the beaters would drive the grouse towards, whereas a line of people with shotguns.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Hen harriers hunt small mammals and birds, including grouse chicks, and when they fly nearby, they can also cause the grouse to scatter, which can disrupt a shoot. According to the RSPB's most recent bird crime report, in 2021, there were 108 confirmed raptor persecution incidents, and they say the majority of those, 71%, occurred in connection with land managed for game bird shooting. This is disputed by organisations who campaign for hunting and shooting in the UK, such as the Countryside Alliance. They told us, despite the RSPB's relentless efforts to the contrary, there is no evidence to support the claim that 71% of those incidents of raptor persecution were related to those with shooting interests. The data used by the RSPB is chosen to suit its politically driven campaign against shooting. Looking at the huge distance he's already covered, it gives you some idea, doesn't it, of just the range of his territory. And I suppose the danger to him, if he strays out of this reserve, that someone's going to take a shot at him.
Yeah, and where we are at the moment, we're surrounded by grouse moors, and if there's people nearby who might have the motive to kill the male hen harrier, that is a really effective way of making the nest fail, because then the female has no partner to provide food, will then abandon her nest, and the nest is likely to fail.
The RSPB are not the only ones to suggest that more hen harriers die on or near grouse moors than anywhere else. A Natural England study from 2019 found that when 58 hen harriers were fitted with tags, 72% were illegally killed or disappeared suddenly with no evidence of a tag malfunction, and that the likelihood of hen harriers dying or disappearing is 10 times higher within areas predominantly covered by grouse moor compared to areas with no grouse moor. The report concluded that there was overwhelming evidence that illegal killing is occurring on some grouse moors, where some gamekeepers view hen harriers as a threat to their grouse stocks. In response to this, the Countryside Alliance said, of the 58 satellite-tagged hen harriers used in the 10-year period of the study, just 4 were confirmed as being illegally killed, whilst the paper strongly suggests that the disappearance of a further 38 hen harriers, whose satellite tags stopped transmitting with no indication of a malfunction, was likewise due to illegal killing on British grouse moors. There was no firm evidence to prove that was the case. They went on to say that there is no excuse for the illegal killing of any bird of prey, and the Countryside Alliance unreservedly condemns all such acts. According to the RSPB, 18 hen harriers have gone missing from across the UK in the past year alone. So you've established that they're going missing, but how do you know that they're actively being killed rather than just dying off?
These males, once they've got a nest, they are programmed to provide and give the female every chance. So they shouldn't just go missing. It's not natural, that. And obviously we strongly suspect that it's a legal crime that's doing that.
Whatever the reasons for hen harriers going missing, while birds continue to do so, Howard will be out on the hillside keeping watch.
I love birds of prey, and hen harriers in particular are one of the most special species that I think anyone can ever experience. So the fact that there are people out there who think it's okay to legally kill them, it's just mind-boggling to me that we're still in 2023 and people are doing this, and it makes me mad. So yeah, you want to catch the people killing these birds and to try and get some sort of justice for them.